Beautiful, breezy Wednesday today. Good evening, everybody. David Paul here in the KHOU 11 Weather Center. Now this evening, clouds are beginning to thicken up. Low and mid-level cloudiness coming in off the Gulf of Mexico as moisture begins to increase. We are not going to see any rain out of those clouds, but it will be cloudy overnight tonight. This is from our tower camera here at Westheimer at Chimney Rock. There's the Williams Tower. There's Westheimer where it bends to go past the Galleria and on toward the 610 Loop downtown. Off in the distance there. Breezy evening. We will stay breezy tonight. Midweek warm up. We're in the middle of it tomorrow, mid-80s. And then a great rodeo weekend is coming up. If you got plans, barbecue or whatever, it's going to be beautiful. Now this is for tomorrow, for Thursday. It's the opening day of the barbecue cook-off. In the evening, there'll be a ton of people out at NRG enjoying the very beginning hours and days of the rodeo with some good barbecue. We're going to hit 85 in the afternoon. It's going to start warm, and then we'll drop into the mid-70s after sunset. So it's a comfortable but not a cold night. It will be a mild night. So wear your warm weather Western gear for opening night of the barbecue cook-off on Thursday night. Rodeo, Saturday, the parade. Downtown, 9 a.m. is rodeo run. Parade starts at 10, 70, very comfortable. Just lovely weather for the parade. And then in the afternoon, we'll have a high temp of 81 around 2 o'clock. Plenty of sunshine, going to be a beautiful day. Low humidity on Saturday as well. So Houston weather putting on a show for all the rodeo goers, at least for the first few days of it. Tomorrow, 85, Friday, 83, Saturday, 81. So 83, 81, a little bit less warm Friday and Saturday, and that will also come with cool mornings. We'll look at the morning lows, but overall the weekend is just sunny, dry, beautiful. Lows in the upper 50s to near 60. Highs in the low 80s Saturday and Sunday. Just beautiful springtime weather for Houston and all the activities going on this weekend. It's a busy outdoor weekend. Now, we had a wind advisory in effect today, had wind gusting 30 to 35 at times today. They're beginning to settle down a little bit, but not completely. And by 9 o'clock this evening, we're still going to have this gusty south wind gusting to 23 in Brenham, gusting out of the south to 27 in Galveston and Angleton, Bolivar gusting to 25, Huntsville gusting to 25 out of the south, bringing in the humidity and the cloud cover overnight. Winds will let up tomorrow. This is in the afternoon. Winds really becoming very quiet. And then they pick up and they come out of the northeast on Friday. So this is a little frontal boundary that's going to come through. You probably won't even notice it, except we'll get the wind shift. Gusting 10 to 15 Friday afternoon, no big deal, but that will bring in lower humidity and this little bit less hot, more comfortable air, which will come in Friday evening and for the weekend. Friday and the weekend are just going to be spectacular. Fire danger dropped to moderate today. That's because of the onshore flow. Even though we had the busy wind, that will stay like that on Thursday. Only a moderate fire danger. But we point this out. We're in drought, and if we were to get a very windy day and if we don't get any rain soon, our fire danger can rise. So we're just kind of keeping an eye on that. Allergy index: Cedar at 119, Oaks at 44. Both those numbers are down today from yesterday. When we get a south wind like this, it really lowers the pollen count. There just aren't any trees over the Gulf, so we get that wind coming off the Gulf with no pollen in it. It lowers the numbers. Grass is low. Weed none. Mold spore count is low as well. Across the nation, had that warm up today across the middle part of the country. 1 in International Falls, 16 in Minneapolis. I point this out. They are going to continue to get shots of bitter cold air across the Great Lakes and the Northeast. Over the coming week, 2 or 3 more snowfalls will come across the Great Lakes and then through Chicago to New York. So winter for these folks, not even close to being over, while we are enjoying some of the most beautiful spring weather you get. Blue Water Beach, this is down on the Bolivar. Man, peaceful evening down on the coast. Just gorgeous. I wish I was there. There's a plane taking off. Oh, come on, video, don't quit on me now. Well, all right. Oh. There he goes, flying off to parts unknown. And it looks like, well, I wish the video was a little smoother. This guy may just be in the process of coming down the runway to take off. They're taking off to the southeast this afternoon and this evening because of that wind coming out of the south. The planes take off going into the wind. Let's just give this a moment, see if we can watch him lift off. Yeah, he's coming. You are clear for takeoff. And I think he's just lifting off. There he goes. Up into the air. I love watching planes take off. 80 was the high temp today. Morning low was 61, so we were 10 degrees above on the low and the high end. High temp record is 85, record low is 26. It can really be anything this time of the year. Beautiful in the Galleria area. Lights are coming on, starting to twinkle in the evening light. It's 74 at Bush, 72 Hobby, Pearland 72. South breeze is still busy out there, as I mentioned. It'll stay breezy through the evening, and we won't cool off much. We'll stay in the upper 60s, low 70s overnight tonight. You see the clouds thickening up, becoming mostly cloudy, only partly moony at times this evening. Specifically, Pasadena, you wake up at 70 tomorrow morning. Spring Branch wakes up at 69. Aldine 69, Tomball 68 on a mild and cloudy start to your Thursday. 69 Katy, Columbus 67 in the morning, Baytown 69, Galveston 67, and then we warm to 85. Now, if we get to 85, that'll be one below the record for the day, which is 86. So we're going to be flirting with a high temperature record as we head into a warm Thursday afternoon. Quick look at morning temperatures over the next 7 days. Tomorrow morning, very mild. Friday morning, a little cooler, 62. That's that wind shift we're going to get Friday. And then lows in the upper 50s to near 60, really Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. And cool mornings aren't completely done with us. Middle of next week, Wednesday, morning low forecast to be 58. So we're going to stay really with beautiful spring-like weather. We really do need some rain. We are, for most of us, in severe to extreme drought. There are a couple of pockets where it's not quite as bad, especially dry out to the west, Columbus all the way to San Antonio. We're dry for the next 5-6 days, but as we look further out into the first week of March, the weather pattern does look to change. In fact, we were looking at some of the long-range models for the United States weather first week of March, and there may be a series of storms that comes out of Texas and moves across the mid-Mississippi and Ohio Valley, so they may get very wet there the first week of March. Houston included with at least an increased chance for rainfall, dry out west. And then temperatures stay above normal March 3rd through March 7th. Of the first week of March, first full week of March, looks like a better chance for rain, and the warmth continues. Here's your extended. Record high tomorrow is 86. We're forecasting 85. Comfortably cool mornings. Friday morning, Saturday morning, Sunday morning. Low 60s, upper 50s, highs in the low 80s. Low humidity. Beautiful Friday, Saturday, Sunday. And then really not much in the way of a rain chance. Tuesday, a 20% rain chance. I need to move those raindrops from Wednesday and pick them up and put them over here. Slight chance for an isolated shower on Tuesday. Next Wednesday is a little cooler, 58 and 82. That is where we stand as we head into the first week, end of the week, and first full weekend of the rodeo. Trail riders coming in Friday and Saturday. Weather doesn't get much better than that for them. Good. Have a good evening, everybody.